Thank you, Senator Marshall. Senator Smith.
Thank you very much, Madam Deputy President. Senator Back, we first met at the pre-selection committee that decided to make you a senator for Western Australia in the place of the former Senator Chris Ellison. And we competed in that race, and that was the first time that I got to know Senator Chris Back. And while as a younger person I was disappointed with the result, having been here with you, having watched the way you've done your job as a senator for Western Australia, watched the great clarity of your thinking, the great conviction in which you've met many of the challenges, some of them easy and some of them difficult in this place, but to be travelling around Western Australia and constantly reminded of those strengths of friendships that you and Linda have had with many, many people across regional Western Australia, I can't help but reflect on the wisdom of State Council at that State Council meeting in December, I think it was in 2008. We have enjoyed some battles in this place together, and I'm pleased to say we've been winning some battles here together. I think the most notable was when yourself and myself and some others joined in tackling our own party in arguing against its position to join with Labor in recognising local government in the Constitution. And I think for me that brought home in a very, very stark way while senators in the coalition must always stay vigilant, must always keep at the forefront of their considerations their commitment to Australian federalism. That was a battle that was unpopular, it was not easy, but it was an important battle that we were successful in winning. Just reflecting on the commentary of others this afternoon, it's interesting how when we end, we sort of go back to where we started. And in your contribution, your very first contribution in the Senate, you did talk about the contribution of the Irish to Western Australia, citing C.Y. O'Connor's considerable commitment. You did talk about the importance of the bushfire service in Western Australia and how many of us can remember you actually donning the jacket of the bushfire brigade when Esperance endured those very, very devastating bushfires. And of course, we're reminded too how some things just don't change. You talked about GST distribution reform, but what was powerful about your 2009 contribution in regards to GST distribution reform was that no one else was talking about it at that time. And you showed tremendous perseverance and courage, because it's not an easy issue to tackle. So, Chris, to you and Linda, you mentioned how grateful you were to the State Council of the West Australian Liberal Party. As a party man of 30 years, I think I can stand here and extend to you and Linda the heartfelt gratitude and appreciation of the Liberal Party State Council for the great work that you have done in representing Western Australia, in standing up for the traditions and privileges of the Senate, but most importantly, representing regional West Australians.